Hi there everybody and welcome back to another video here on the Toon Review. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining us. Just before we get into the video, if you do enjoy it today, please do give it a like. Keep those thumbs up coming on the channel. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. We're on the way to 27,000 subscribers. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we upload any videos such as this one, or we schedule in our live shows, which is nearly every day of the week. Right, I'm doing this video on basically the back of the live show earlier on this morning, talking about whether football is being destroyed. Now, I don't mean just about FFP. I'm talking about VAR itself and the way the fans are treated to accommodate TV, which we as fans, Newcastle fans, have just found out that we have been screwed again with an FA Cup tie at Fulham now being moved to a Saturday night at 7 o'clock, which doesn't even take the fans into consideration at all, given when the last trains home actually leave King's Cross. So there's a lot of stuff that really I just want to talk about and get your feelings in the comments down below to whether you think football has been completely destroyed, because I do. I think it has been completely destroyed. We'll start off with FFP. Now, this was a big talking point on the live show earlier today. The cartel managing it well. I believe that there's really 4 or 5 clubs responsible for this who are looking after themselves and screwing the rest of the Premier League, which is Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, and possibly Arsenal in there as well. I think they're doing all they can to deny anybody to challenge them. It is going to be run by those clubs for the foreseeable future. None of us, including Newcastle, Villa, and the other clubs trying to break that top 6, will ever get to, because it is just getting destroyed by FFP. And I do believe there is going to become a point where football clubs' owners are going to challenge this legally. Because I understand why it was set up, and I've always said this. I understand why FFP was set up in order to, stop clubs going bust. We've seen some fantastic historical clubs going out of business in recent years, which has been tragic. It really has. But there has to be another way. There simply has to be another way. If there is not another way, then I don't know where football is going to become in as little as 5 years. Because we're not going to be able to see any clubs challenging at the top of the Premier League. Leicester was a one-off. That will probably never happen again. But now we're in a position where it's going to be the same clubs at the top of the league time and time again, because the other ones are restricted by this FFP nonsense. We've seen this morning with Eddie Howe and how frustrated he is. We can't even replace players that have gone with injury for a long period of time. We are down to the bare bones, and we will have to remain at the bare bones because of the situation with FFP. It stinks to high heaven. It stinks. And, whether, the clubs do anything about it, maybe the fans have to. Maybe the fans just have to come and say, right, we've had enough. And try and force the clubs into doing something about it. Challenge this legally. Where is the legality of FFP? Obviously, they pushed it through, so they must have scrutinised it very, very carefully. But I think, the lawyers of certain clubs like Newcastle, Villa, etc., get together and try and do something to overcome this absolute farce that is FFP now. Because there has to be something done. Like people said in the show this morning, if somebody buys a company to invest in, that's why they want to buy the company, to invest their money into, to make it a better company and a bigger company. And that's exactly what Man City were bought for, because their owners wanted to make them an elite side. They managed to get there before all this FFP kicked in. But they are now restricted in certain ways as well, whether I don't know if they're going to be punished in certain future months or not. I don't know. But at the minute, where we stand right now, we are screwed as a football club, and other clubs are screwed as well, because it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it doesn't seem like anybody's in any urgent thing to get it done. Nobody seems to sort of challenge anything anymore. We just have to sit back and take all this bull crap from the cartel. And it's not working anymore. It just doesn't work. And then you move on to VAR. Now, VAR was put into place to improve the game and make sure that mistakes didn't happen. Yet we're seeing more mistakes from VAR than what we are from when it wasn't available. A lot of people from the FA Cup weekend last week were commenting on social media, various other sources and radio shows, that they really enjoyed the game because VAR wasn't there to spoil it. Whether some decisions went in your favour or against, fans really enjoyed it because, especially goals. You know, when goals went in, you knew you could celebrate straight away. You knew that that goal was going to be given. Unless the offside flag was up or the referee had spotted a foul, whatever it may have been. But you knew there wasn't going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5 minute delay to when you could celebrate a goal because you knew it was given. Now, again, like FFP, I think something desperately needs to be done about it. But where the powers that be come in here, I don't know. I don't know if they're prepared to look at different ways to improve VAR. Improve the delays. Because for me, again, it is destroying football. That feeling you get when your club scores and you're watching the game, whether it be at the ground or on TV. You know, when your club scores and you feel that elation, but then suddenly that elation is taken away because you know it's coming up on the screen, that possible offside or VAR check for whatever particular reason. Now, sometimes we benefit from VAR, sometimes we don't. But it's spoiling the game. Whatever you think, it is completely spoiling the game. Because that elation for the fans, and again, it all boils down to the fans. Just like the television revenue as well. All they think about is bringing money into their TV companies and do not think of the fans. Who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to say, right, let's put Newcastle down in London on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock kickoff. Screw the fans. They're going to have to spend money to either stay over in London or drive home after the game into the middle of the night and drive all that way back. Nobody cares about the fans. And it's not just Newcastle fans. There's other fans in the same situation who get drawn away from home and then suddenly they announce that it's on telly at a certain time and it's a ridiculous time for travel for the fans. Because most of the Newcastle fans will have to stay in London. There's more expense. Are these TV companies going to, pay for the hotels? Absolutely not. They don't give it one single damn about it. All they're bothered about is the money. And that's all that football boils down to is money. And it's destroying the game that we all love and we all love watching and talking about and spending most of our lives involved in. Football is especially for, Newcastle fans or whoever it may be, football is their life. They love the game. They talk about it every day. We do on here. But it has been destroyed. And I think those three issues are completely destroying the game we love. Whether it be FFP, VAR, or ridiculous kickoff times for supporters. Because it's not fair. It's not fair to take that elation away, when you go to a game of football and, just think about it. You take your kid to a football game, and it's their first time or they're starting to get involved in football and they see a goal go in and the fans go crazy and then all of a sudden there's a hush because it comes up on the screen, a VAR check, and it takes forever. Even simple things that sometimes we see on the TV that are real, obvious offside or something like that, and they spend 4 or 5 minutes looking at it, trying to make sure that there's no possible mistake. It's pathetic, and it's completely destroying football. And I just want to get your opinions in the comments about what you think, because after doing the show this morning, I had a little think and thought, right, yeah, I'll do a video on this to get other fans' input on it, because is the game we love getting completely destroyed? Because I think the more and more seasons go on, there's more and more things happen that are completely destroying the game. I look back to when I was a kid and think, football back in sort of the 80s and the early 90s, it was brilliant. The atmospheres were brilliant. You had nobody trying to spoil the game. And now we've got FFP, we've got VAR, we've got, TV companies battling it out, paying extortionate money and then putting the game on just because they need it on TV for revenue at a ridiculous time for the fans. They don't think about the fans for travel accommodation, etc. It's all just getting destroyed. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, because I think something's got to be done. Something has to give somewhere along the line. because the game is getting dragged into the mud constantly. But let me know in the comments what you think. But if you have enjoyed the video, guys, as usual, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, come and subscribe. Be part of this incredible community. It's free to do so. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, though, that will let you know when we upload videos such as this or we schedule in our live shows. If you're watching this on Friday afternoon, of course, we're back tonight, 7 p.m. Face the lads. Come and have your say on Newcastle United and all this rigmarole going on around football at the moment, because, you know, even the transfer window excitement's been taken away because of FFP. But let me know what you think. I'm intrigued. I will read all your comments. Have your say. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Take care.